Let's talk about condos. So condos can be different than a single family home purchase in that there is a homeowners association that has monthly dues. And those dues generally go towards things like common area maintenance, earthquake insurance, sometimes water and sewer. And those dues also generally get put in a reserve. And that reserve is meant for bigger projects like when the entire complex needs to be re-sided or re-roofed or things like that. So when you purchase a condo, a resale certificate is going to get ordered, and there's lots of information in that certificate, but one of the important things is how much money is in reserves for those big projects. Have any big projects recently be done, and did the reserves cover them, or is there an assessment that needs to be either paid off at closing or continued to be paid by the buyer and they're assuming that amount? Or is there an upcoming big project and there will be upcoming assessments on top of your homeowner's dues? So how well run the HOA is and what they're doing with those funds is really important. Also, another important thing to think about is what kind of financing can that complex qualify for? Typically, if there is something called a rental cap, meaning generally 20% of the complex is allowed to be rented, and then after that it's capped, then it usually will qualify for FHA and conventional and sometimes VA, but you have to be approved, like they have to redo their approval, and sometimes they let it lapse. So sometimes it doesn't have to do with just the rental cap, they let it lapse. So that is also information to look into. But if there is no rental cap and you can rent as many units as you want, generally you can only use conventional financing. So how are you purchasing this condo, and why are you purchasing it? Are you planning on buying it for yourself and living here indefinitely? Rental cap probably doesn't matter as much to you. Are you planning on living in it for a while and renting out in the future? A rental cap will matter. Are you an investor and you just want some place to rent? Then that definitely matters. So these are things to look into. There's a lot of moving parts in any real estate transaction, but especially with condos. And if you want to know more, I am happy to sit down with you and talk about the fine details. Reach out to me anytime with any questions real estate related, and I'm happy to answer them. Have a great day.